looking straight at it. Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And welcome to our weekly Sunday experience. What I like to call our Sunday service here at Unity Boerne. And thank you for joining in with us today. We are located on the Boerne Stage Road, scenic loop in Boerne, Texas, and we are so glad that you have once again joined us. If it's your first time, welcome. We consider that everyone who's been with us is somehow part of our family, so you will be remembered as such, and thank you so much for joining us again. Today, Reverend Jay Monkey is having one of his rare days off, and we are blessed to have speaking to us, giving us the message this morning, our good friend and Al Robinson. I was trying to say Al, and it wasn't working in my head. Hal Robinson is a regional fella here who is.
We'll do an introduction on him in a minute.
Okay, I will skip that part. There's an introduction coming. Thank you so much. And so with that, we're going to go forward and get started with our service. Thanks again for being with us.
Good morning. My name is Ann King. We've got David Rosenblad. We're always happy.
Good morning.
And we're going to start by standing and singing the joy song, What Child Is
Let's move into this one. What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels sleep with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him all, the babe, the Son of Mary. Why lies he in such mean estate, where oxen and ass are feeding? He has no fear, no sinners near, the silent word is singing. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him on, the babe, the Son of Mary. So bring him incense, gold, and myrrh, not pleasant means to own him. The King of Kings, salvation for you, let loving hearts enthrone him. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him on, the babe, the Son of Mary.
Thank you. Please be seated. Anybody here for the first time? Some people here for a long time ago. Y'all want to just introduce yourself? Long time ago.
I'm Richard Gothard. This is Judith Nivison. My family's in Boerne, and I used to live right across the street from Rick and Esther. We met here on this month 14 years ago. We live in Colorado, and we're not in Texas, and we're on our way back, and it's just a rare treat that we get to be here on this Sunday.
Treat for us.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Very good, thank you.
good to be here.
Yes.
You want to introduce yourself, Judith?
Judith Nivison, I'm a Coloradoan and I'm here again.
We're
We
glad-
met on the 11th of October, I believe, 14 years ago, right here. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We're glad to have you.
Welcome back. Welcome home.
Looking around, I think I recognize everyone else, so we will move on. You'll find a prayer request form in your bulletin, and if you have a prayer request, for yourself or for anyone else. You can fill that out, and when the prayer box comes up, you can drop it in. You can also drop it in before or after church. I would like to introduce Hal Robinson's our speaker today. He's a teacher, author, public speaker using Native American medicine, Native American medicine process. He has a master's degree in rehabilitation counseling. He's a certified Gestalt psychotherapist, and he's been in practice for 50 years. He is also an ordained minister in the Circle of the Sacred Earth Church. His last teacher in the physical plane was Jermaine Sitting Crow. We've had him many, many times. Most of you have seen him before. Everybody has always loved when he comes to talk to us. So. And now I have announcements. Daily words on the back table for November, December. Pick one up. There's no charge for those. There's also a container outside the front door. We do continually collect for dry goods, toiletries, etc., to go to various Boerne groups in need. And if you are a member and did not receive, I don't see Kathy and Marlon here. Anyway, we do have a membership directory for those of you that are members. And if you don't have one, let us know and we can get you one through Kathy. We were having a ladies' monthly luncheon, but we stopped for the holidays and we'll start back up in January. And there will be announcements that go out for that. Next Sunday, December 15th, is our normal potluck Sunday, which we will have potluck. And directly after potluck, we will have our Christmas party that we do every year with the gift exchange. So bring a gift valued at $20 or less, wrapped so that it's a secret, so they don't know what they're getting when they pick it up. And that's always a lot of fun. So anyway, I hope you can all be here for that. And on Tuesday the 24th, 6:30 at night is the candle lighting service. The following Tuesday, New Year's Eve, is the Burning Bowl service, also at 6:30. And I have a Edgar Casey group we do here on the 2nd and 4th. So next Friday will be that, and we will be doing the Christmas story as told by Edgar Casey, which is a bit different than the standard one that we're used to. So anyway, if you want to come, let me know, because I do need a head count for making copies
Ann,
of stuff. Yes.
Are we having a Christmas turkey on potluck?
I don't have a clue.
Okay. Well,
Does anybody know?
We'll sort that out.
Okay, you're on the board, you should know.
Yeah.
You're the president of the board. I don't
Thank
know,
you.
but we can find out. Patricia can put out a notice if we want to have one. We do have Sunday morning book discussion every Sunday, and the book right now is The Gift of Change by Marianne Williamson, and we do a little reading and we do a lot of conversation, and it's always fun, and you don't have to have read the book, you don't have to pre-read anything at all. Just come and we, like I said, we read a little bit and we talk a lot. So, and if you for any reason are not getting our weekly emails, which Joe, I think you should be getting them next time. If you're still not, let me know. So sometimes we have a glitch, but there is over there on this side of the church at the desk. If you're not getting them, please put your email back down again and try to print it very, very clearly so there's not a typo put in. And let's see. If the church has any, we donate to local charities, but if any member has a local charity that they would like to see us donate to periodically, let a board member know. Pat is here, and David is here, and Bob is here. Is that all our board members right now? Okay. Anyway, they'll be happy to take it into consideration. So, we're now going to have the daily word. I think that's Chris Diaz.
As we quietly and
gently prepare for the reading of the daily word, we remember that we are in spirit with millions of daily word readers and churches throughout the world. The Christ candle is lit as a reminder of the Spirit of God within all of us, which we call the Christ within. The word for today is peace. The affirmation is, I give the gift of peace. I begin the second week of Advent by affirming peace for myself and all beings, and letting the peace of God flow through me. Peaceful living does not mean isolation from noise or turmoil. It means calm, even in the middle of the hubbub. At this time of year when so many seem busy and rushed, I rely on the peace of God that resides within to promote calm in my home, in my life, and in the world. Prayer helps me stay centered, serene, and relaxed, so I can be an instrument of peace, holding thoughts of tranquility and affirming peace in every heart. I move through this day and Advent season, affirming kindness and compassion. I give the gift of peace as I let it flow from my heart like ripples on a lake, sustaining each person in concentric circles of tranquility and goodwill. From Romans 15, verse 33, the God of peace be with all of you. Again, the affirmation, if you want to say it with me, second time. The God of peace be with all of you. My name is Chris, and I thank you all for being here with us today.
Thank you, Chris.
We had quite a few in our book study today, and that message goes right along with what we were talking about a little bit ago. All right, please stand for the miracle moment. And don't read what's in your bulletin, read what's going to be up here.
Celebration song.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We did the song and then the moment?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I saw
All right.
it. Okay.
Here we go.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic notes proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Hail, hail the high-born Prince of Peace, hail the Son of Righteousness. Light and light to all he brings, cleansing and healing in his wings. Mild he blazes glory high, born that men who more may die. Born to raise the sons of earth, born to give them second birth. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
Thank you. And now we will say the miracle moment together.
With joyous expectancy, I look forward to a new birth of possibilities in my life. I live, move, and have my being in the flow of good.
Remain standing for our opening prayer. Together, unity of
Burning
burning
is a vibrant, loving, spiritual community, providing sacred space for personal growth. We honor and celebrate Christ within all people.
Thank you. You can please be seated. And if I could have someone bring forward, maybe Sherry or Maria, the prayer request box. Hal is going to do a blessing of the prayer request for us. Do you want to hold that? Okay.
Thank you, Creator. Great mystery for today. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm going to turn this on. Anyway, thank you, Creator, for this day. I bet you watch today. It was a good day. Luta, it's a day in spirit. And so these prayer requests, we give thanks for this opportunity to add to the request. We give thanks for this opportunity to send a loving, healing energy to everybody that wants it, including ourselves. We understand with this prayer box that it's a reap what you sow situation. That the quantum physics of spirituality is a machine to
Taken from us, December 8th. It's also Bodhi Day, which is the day the Buddha received enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, December 8th. So I thought it would be very special to do this song today. And I just hope and pray that the meaning, the true message on the end of the song being peace, comes to fruition sometime in our lifetime. So this is Christmas, and what have you done? Another year over, a new one just begun. And so this is Christmas, and I hope you have fun with the near and the dear ones, and the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. And so this is Christmas. May love be your Christmas and peace your New Year.
We are now going to have the second, and after that, after he finishes the message, we'll have Shirley the presence, and he'll lead the meditation, and we'll finish up with Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Huh?
Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks for inviting me to do this ceremony with you all today. I appreciate that. For me, when things are a little bit weird, doing ceremony helps. So I'm going to start today with some information. I suspect most of y'all have learned this information already. This information comes from neurobiology, and it's interesting because it has to do with my behavior. And perhaps, since I'm an average man, maybe a lot of our behaviors. The information is this.
when I'm scrolling or surfing or channel surfing or retail therapy, when I'm doing those things, my mind instructs my brain to create a chemical called dopamine. It's associated with pleasure. Scrolling brings some pleasure, surfing, channels, momentary, like a little hit. And we can become addicted to get that little hit, the dopamine, the pleasure. It never lasts very long, so we want more. Seems pretty human. The other part of that, dopamine, pleasure, is different than serotonin, happiness. Really different vibe, different chemicals in the body, different feelings, different emotions, different thought patterns. So I'm scrolling, retail therapy, checking the internet, prices on a new truck, all these things that the advertising industry has learned, perhaps the government also, to look. No kidding. So, dopamine, pleasure, repeating, I never get enough, like cocaine or heroin or money or sex or drugs or rock and roll. Well, talk about me. Okay, so happiness, different chemical. That comes from gratitude. Apparently of happiness. So, at this late date, I'm understanding that I can pursue pleasure. I'm not going to get the happiness that way. Happiness comes from gratitude. Thoughts of gratitude create the emotion, which stimulates. Too much dopamine actually lowers the serotonin. So that's pretty clear neurobiologically. The second place that we as humans, at least I, judgment, blame, criticism, lowers my serotonin. It increases my dopamine. I'm here and the rest of the world is here, is also known as self-importance, self-righteousness. Apparently these things are not good for us. We've learned from neurobiology and holistic medicine that when my thoughts are in the vibration of judgment, judge not. It turns out it's perfect karma. I judge Fred and my heart contracts. Got it? Perfect available. In other words, when my mind is in judgment, neuroplasticity stops. I cannot have new thoughts, new ideas, or see the world any differently at all. Remarkable. When my mind is in judgment, my neuroplasticity stops.
Wow.
Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
So judgment is different than I want. The next move is judgment. Mentally. There are some options. Oh, I think our door is locked. Maybe not locked. Okay. Hey, welcome. We were waiting for you. So, what we've been studying is my part in relationships. Where am I in relationships? We know now if my mind, my thoughts, are looking for what's wrong, and at the emotional level I feel distant. Judgment creates distance. Gratitude creates intimacy. So this is the level in a didactic world that I have choice. Perhaps you realize that in gratitude or appreciation, I'm in judgment, blame, and criticism. So this is the perfect kind of you reap what you sow story. Took me a long time to understand what that meant. You reap what you sow. Well, it never made sense to me. Now that I've learned a little more neurobiology, to add to the other part, I understand. Remarkable. Judgment seems to close the door to peace. So I'm understanding a little bit deeper, excuse me, the message of judge not. I'm not going to be at peace when my mind is in judgment. So part of this is, well, the medicine that we share in our facility is awareness and responsibility. Awareness would be, I'm clenching my jaw, I'm not breathing, my thoughts are judgmental and critical, self-righteous and self-important. There's one level of awareness. Another level of awareness, when I'm doing that, my breathing changes, my serotonin drops, my chest is tight, I'm out of balance, I'm out of harmony, and I'm grounded. The other leg, one leg is awareness. The other leg is response. Some of us are experiencing, many ways, that when we move into this with our relatives, instead of this with our relatives, there are effects on my physiology. And the world of spirit seems to be unavailable. If I use the word peace instead of spirit, it's the same trip for me. When I feel connected to spirit, I am at peace. My physiology changes. When my mind is in judgment, self-righteousness, self-importance, blame, criticism, my body is not at peace. So part of it is to be aware and responsible. So one of my teachers, my last formal teacher in the physical world, Jermaine Sitting Crow, sister, I make this talk to honor you today. One of her ways of teaching was to say the mind is like an untrained dog. It wanders around into the future, creating what doctrine that I can share with the world. When my mind is full of judgment, I'm not available. I'm not available. When my mind is full of judgment, as dumb as this sounds, my mind says the problem is you. The world. If the world was different, then I would be different. Okay. If I say to you, you be different, so I'll be happier, I'm in this role with you. That is not intimacy. Intimacy is here. Us. It's kind of my weirdness. I don't want to get up on the stage and be above you. Not even in the physical. So when we do ceremony at different places like on the reservation, it's all a circle. There's no beginning, there's no end. To ease some of their suffering. We dance for 4 days with no food and no water, except in the beginning and the end. We offer up our suffering to bring balance to what we have done to our Mother Earth. We say, let me take some of that on, Mother, to women and our Mother Earth, Mushimaka, the Divine Feminine. It seems to me as a man with 1 son and 2 daughters, 1 grandson and 4 granddaughters, and the Divine Mother, Mushimaka, Grandmother Earth, is something we meant to do to bring balance. So in relationship with the woman that I'm with, and all women, my daughters, my granddaughters, all the women I'm with, to see if I can maintain this. Because relatives, like you probably, I was raised with the idea that God is male. Not here. So, for you men, think about it. If you were programmed with the idea that God is male, and the lady you're with is programmed with the idea that God is male, where does that put the lady? Where do you start off with? 1 down, huh? So maybe that's part of the difficulty. Indigenous people, at least Lakota, Dakota, my relatives, the great mystery, the holy mystery. The other word for women is Wakam. Ria Wakam. The holy ones. They give life. We can't do that. We can participate, but actually we found out we're not needed. Oh my goodness. Whoa, what happened to my identity? I thought me and God were running this show. To be aware of my responsibility to another level. When I indulge with judgment, blame, self-righteous, self-importance, and criticism, I'm changing my relationship with the world and with people. We're no longer like this, we're like this. Here's the other part of the story. This part of the story is really, for me, when I'm in judgment, you did something wrong. I'm also at the same moment in self-pity. Don't act like that, don't dress like that, don't marry that woman, don't dance like that. If you do, I'll be offended. Okay. Go ahead. Have at it. Hold your breath till you turn blue, beat your head on the wall. Pleasure, dopamine, pleasure, happiness, serotonin. Serotonin is built and cultivated with gratitude. Gratitude is obviously here and now. It's not the past and it's not the future. So, relatives, thank you for inviting me to this ceremony. I'm pleased to bring my little part to throw in the stew pot. Hope to make the stew a little bit better. So thank you. Wopi Latanka, I am pleased. Thank you for the opportunity. It's like a spiritual joke, using manure to grow roses. What's the difficulty? My mind won't shut up. Okay, I'll give it a job to do. Okay, mind, right now, if I don't move my toes, how do I know my feet are alive? That's a feeling. Let's call it the feeling of being alive. See if you can feel the feeling of being alive. Read deeper into that. Whatever that is. The feeling of being alive. And now see if you can find the feeling of being alive in the very center of the body. Because it's always there. There it is. And to breathe into that for a moment. Thank you all. It's good to be here today. That's my favorite meditation when I'm in a traffic jam. If that makes sense. Because my mind says, who designed this road? Why can't they drive? What's the matter with these people? My mind drives me crazy with it. So I can give the mind this task. I can retrain the untrained dog. And as the Buddhists say, the mind makes a wonderful servant and a terrible master. So, hope you luck. Where's it? There you are. Sit. Okay.
Thank you, Al. As always, wonderful. Can I have somebody come forward to take the offering? Thank you. And together we will say the blessing of our offering.
Divine love through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
And
I
I send
send forth with my blessings and my love. And build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time?
Let's stand and form a circle for our peace song and clarification.
Peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us, wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Namaste. It is such an honor to have you. I really appreciate it.
Well done, you. Even with that hat.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
And I said, well, maybe for coming this week, I've been reading, and I get and now my son tells me native language, and she says she was trying to learn it. And then she got frustrated, saying, how can a baby learn? We know babes are now, and then she was teaching this to her, and she would smell water. No. Well, that's how it works. And we're just glad you got to spend some time with us today. Thanks again for coming. It's always more with you. We're going to go break some bread together someplace. We will hold you in prayer and in love as we do that. Thanks again. Until we